All right, hey everybody. After a very, very long week, welcome to session 68.
Nope.
No. See, that's how long of a week it's been. I was dyslexic. 86 of Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way. So yeah, uh, last session was mostly the, the menagerie figuring out
Uh-oh. Do we get frozen,
to
Adam?
of Jessica, the alter ego. Do you hear me though? Hello?
Oh yeah, you came back now. You were, to me, you stuck for like about 5 seconds,
Here
You did,
too.
yep. Yep, same ditto.
Oh, okay.
but you're good now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, well, oops. So yeah, yeah. Last session, the menagerie spent the bulk of the session figuring out how to get rid of the not there body of Jessica, the conjured alter ego for one Allegretto, who was a sister that ended up getting some followers. Uh, yeah, that there was a large turnout, gathering support in the streets as the menagerie did and eventually find a resting place for Jessica in the form of a riverboat, which was happily, well, one of many riverboats that were happily given to them by people who believed in Jessica's message, as they and covered in, was it 10 gold worth of flowers?
Yep.
2 gold worth of flowers? Can't remember if it's 10 or 2.
I think it's.
It started with a T amount worth of flowers. Uh, Regardless if it was 10 or 2, it was an obnoxious amount of flowers. Uh, Jessica's proxy body was drifted out down the river Sly for a final farewell. Upon returning back on the way back to the fish processing, we'll just call it Barkcher's place at this point. Uh, Barkchester, excuse me. The menagerie was speaking with Essos, and it seemed like the plan was in the morning to go with yet again arson to set ablaze some of the um, trophies, which turned out to be various components, parts, and bits of very rare entities. Okay. Uh, Such well, they don't know exactly, except for like a manticore pelt and some bones that they've not identified, and of course the toughened claw of most likely Dragnar's brother. So we will be picking up after that evening where the menagerie has spent had a chance to rest once again at the fish processing place. Uh, so yeah, if you guys hadn't completed a long rest, go ahead and do so. I do remember that Karos was going to refuse to eat the food from the ladle today.
I wonder why.
So,
F him.
Did we do all our item refresh stuff already? I don't actually remember. Like
I
our.
don't recall. I don't think
I
so.
kind of don't think so. Yeah, I
I
think
don't
my
think so.
totem is not re-rolled. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said, yeah. I said there was a chance, but I just feel like jumping to the next day, unless if you guys don't want me to railroad you, but you want to spend an entire session RPing that night.
The come down from the high.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go, Spurs.
just pouring one out for Jessica and everything. Uh,
So, Davis, what is the likelihood of me rolling a fourth one?
1 in 1,296. I posted it in the channel. It was like 0.04% or something like that. Oh no,
yeah,
roll of the likelihood of you rolling a fourth one now is 1 in 6.
1 and 6, but the fact that it'll be four to one,
Yeah,
two, three,
Yeah,
four.
that's what I meant. 4 sixes
Yeah,
in a row.
yeah.
yeah.
But the likelihood of
All
you
right.
doing it today is just 1 in 6, obviously.
Yeah. So who's supplying what ration? There it goes. You are just.
Oh.
My God.
What is this?
Are you serious?
Just
The
for the
odds
sake,
of that.
Danny, just for the sake of
It's
that, like,
0.077%. That's what it was.
yeah, there we go.
Because this is what I posted in the Discord here. I said if when it happens again, it'll be 0.0007716 or 0.077%.
I mean, just I honestly don't want him to roll another one because I don't want to see a. Wow. Okay. Well, it's a good thing Karos decided not to eat any of the food today. Wow.
Am I rolling my like portents and stuff? Did we do that?
Yes, please. No, everyone's doing that. So, Al, you need to set your wand of the occult if you're still attuned to it. Davis, you need to set your what is that, cleric? I think.
Totem. Yeah, that should be
Yeah.
cleric.
Yeah.
Hey, I rolled a 1 too, but it doesn't matter so damn much.
Strength for one, I believe.
Let me look.
Believe it's-
Con.
Again, look.
Oh no.
Are you rolling
only
some
roll
secret
what?
macro that?
What is happening?
18-4. Oh, engine on an 8. Okay, I don't think you've had an 8 yet. I don't recall if you have. Let's see.
I think so. I don't even know what 8 is.
Wait, what the shit?
I don't
It's
know,
not-
dude.
You're missing the 1d6.
No,
Only-
1d6. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't need to do a 1, I don't
You don't need to do the 1. The D6 will.
Because it says
1 is
rolling
implied.
d6.
Yeah. Just keep doing it till you get a non-1.
There you go.
What the fuck?
I want to see that you can get a non-1.
Are you cursed?
So these are all the
What
ladle
the
rolls.
fuck? Keep going. I don't believe this shit.
Do you do? Do you do?
Do you have
I'm
like
doing-
a macro or something, or do you?
I'm
do
doing
that?
slash R d6. Or
Yeah,
slash R space d6.
yeah, that's what I do.
There, I
There
got
we
a
go.
3.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. What was that, like 6 in a row then, I think?
6
Okay,
in a
so
row.
how it says?
Fucking Christ.
What's the chances of that? I know that doesn't apply, but that's
I'm a-
pretty
I'm a
insane.
light on.
1 in like 40-something thousand.
Yeah. All right.
I should get something special for that DM. Come on.
You might actually.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
The ladle it becomes exalted, and now when you roll a 1, it just makes the party level 20 for the day.
Oh.
I think it should be.
Collectively, that was a
I've rolled
6.
so many ones in a row that if I roll a 1 again, I get to choose the effect.
I'm gonna think about it. There's that's the universe saying something about the ladle. Something might happen in the future. All right.
Yeah, me giving it back to Al.
I mean, he is technically proficient or half proficient in everything he does. So, well, you're full proficient. Anyways. All right. So,
Oh my god. So I get to, since I did con on my totem, I get to increase my hit points by 2d6 plus my
Wow.
proficiency. There's the
Tank.
2d6.
well,
Can we
Yeah, that's-
collectively go back to sleep and start over?
all right.
I'll have to have Dregnar roll my
Uh,
d6 so that I can get the 1 again.
All right. So wait. Okay. So yeah. All right. So Davis, set your min and max HP. Fix the totem. Al, you got your cleric. Wand. Rock's got his portents, which are good actually, right? 18 and 4, good split with 8 on the engine. Dragnar's getting everybody high again. And Sej just is sitting there greeting the sun because he's got none of these items yet.
Hmm.
So, I don't think Karos has any recharges yet. Let me just double check.
I guess I
He's
should
got the
open his character
baleful claw that's in his,
sheet. Yeah, his little visor
his-
doesn't have charges.
yeah, his,
Ring.
truth or ring of truth, yeah, and his signing gloves, yeah, so. Yeah, his flail, that's got the baleful claw merged with it, doesn't need anything, yeah, okay, cool. So, Davis, just if you are gonna run it mechanically, since, the way that, I don't know how effective it is, but I did create just basically an item. Since, you know, he's got, it's the materia superiority
I mean, I can't
thing.
actually change his character sheet, right? So
Oh, that's right,
I'll have to
okay.
just keep track of it, which is fine.
That's right. Okay. His maneuvers are ambush, tactical, and
Yeah, the defensive one.
throw.
Oh, did he change him? I thought he had the one that increases AC.
He may. He's got 4, I think.
Oh,
at
wow,
this
he does
level.
have 4. Yeah, distracting strike, evasive. Yeah, I can look it
Yeah.
all up.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so good morning, gentlemen. The food smells delicious. Karos is gonna wake up and be like, I appreciate it, but I don't trust you. Well, it's not that I don't trust you. I just don't trust that thing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Should really get it clean.
You were having a bit of a time yesterday. It's okay. It's okay.
Did I really make all those scratch marks in that room?
Yeah. It's okay.
I I feel like I probably owe the keep maybe a little bit for repairs.
It'll
After
buff
a
right
few
out.
times, you'll get a little bit better at handling minor illusions and.
That
Hmm,
was not an illusion. That was you drugged me. I was drugged. There's a difference.
was it not a pleasant experience? Mine was.
Catnip is pleasant. That was. I thought I was trapped in a room with a door that moved. Not fun.
Hmm.
Should I ignore her?
And you
Serious
see Karos
question.
just kind
Can
of
you,
stare at the door again. Go ahead. Yeah.
Karos, can you smoke catnip? Is that possible?
Sure. I mean, it burns. Dry it out. Put it in a pipe. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. I think that's the expression.
Maybe I'll try that someday.
Let me know how it turns out for you.
When he says that, I'll pull out the mortar and pestle and I'll summon catnip, dried catnip, and go here.
I don't have a receptacle. Maybe I'll find a pipe in Green Hill sometime. Thank you.
Karos will like walk over, lick his finger, and kind of just get some stuck to it. Yeah, good. You're a good man. Yeah. Karos sticks it on his teeth and just kind of walks off.
What's on the agenda today, my friends?
All right. Not to interrupt real quick, I'm gonna mark off a ration for Karos because he's eating his own. Who is supplying or what rations?
We have fish still, right?
At this point, you're taking the guy's fish, but sure.
I mean, I'll supply a ration. I don't mind.
Okay, that's fine.
How many rations we need?
2.
Where?
More or less, right?
3, I think.
Right? Because yes, 3. Sorry. I forgot what the ladle does. I forgot if the ladle doubles or triples.
I think
Can't
it's
remember.
doubles. I'll supply one too. Might as well.
I'll supply 2.
Go ahead then,
Alright.
and Rock can supply one, and I'll keep mine.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Barky. He's not gonna be happy today.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, so what do we all need to do? Is it wisdom saves?
It's wisdom saves.
Hey,
Wouldn't
Davis,
hit
see you
it
again.
just yet, but we can already get the first set going. Not
Oh,
disadvantage on this one. This one's straight because you haven't been affected by it yet.
I almost forgot. Can I make a save for my current disease? It
Oh,
might be
yes.
the last one.
You can, and Karos has to make a save as well.
For wisdom, or
Wow.
doesn't?
Oh,
for the thing. Gotcha.
Yes.
The con, you said?
Yes. So yeah. Unfortunately, you do not get the benefit from the potion previously, so it's just a straight con save says, and straight con save Karos.
Pretty sure he makes his.
Where is his?
22.
Yes, Karos. Ooh, unfortunately says 1 failure.
No.
You just
I
you wake up and your like eyes are just like a little bit more like, yeah. When you woke up earlier to greet the sun, like you had like the really thick like eye crust, and you've like kind of got it cleared up. But then as you've just kind of been sitting there, your eyes just kind of crust over again. It's kind of really annoying. All right, so yeah, I think the only person that is high right now is Rock. And then now Sej owes me a wisdom save.
I do.
And the dog,
And
right?
the dog.
I did the dog got a technically a 5. I put it's supposed to be +2. Sej is high again. He loves this stuff. Alright.
Man, I have so much wisdom. How does this keep happening?
Sej
Sej is like
roll a 7?
blissful at like he's like, yes, this again. But I'm
Wait,
like,
wait, wait,
how does
wait.
this keep happening?
No, your bonus is wrong.
Is it?
Why does it say only +4? Yeah, he's a
Oh, yeah,
cleric.
cleric. Yeah, yeah. So it should be 15.
Yeah, you're fine. It should be +8.
Oh wait, so it's just me?
Yeah.
Yep, just you this time.
And the dog.
Oh, the dog. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I fixed
Yeah,
it.
Well, he's taking your original
Alright.
roll.
yeah. So you're good. You're not high, Sej.
But
Just
I
rock.
want to
Well,
be. It's okay.
tough.
Fucking around.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if it would affect it, but I always feed Pebble a little bit. Does Pebble need to roll?
Pebble's immune to it.
Yeah, she's not a real creature.
I didn't think so. It was just
Yeah. She ain't. She can't do poison checks and stuff for you because she ain't no real creature.
Hey, you take that back now.
But she's a real spirit. She's a real entity. She's just not a real animal. There we go. That's what I should say.
She's my real best friend.
If you haven't turned her back, right? So we still got little cute mouse Pebble.
Yeah, she's gonna be a mouse for a while. I only have enough material to summon her one more time. So.
You have the blood pot if you really need to.
True.
Blood money
That's
pot.
for emergencies, though.
I understand. I'm just letting you know.
What materials do you need, Rock?
Incense is the big one.
Incense and charcoal.
Remember, I have the portal and pestle. The mortar
Porter
and pestle.
Missile.
So I can
Welcome to
summon
episode
that.
68 with the Porter and Missile.
So I can summon that for you if I don't have anything else to summon.
To an extent.
How much do you need, or is it just any little quantity?
It needs to add up to
bit,
10 gold. It needs to add up to 10 gold
Yeah.
total. It's
So
a
I can
combination.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, in the morning, actually, 'cause y'all would have gotten up pretty early because since Sej gets up and Dragnar gets up to do the food. Anything going on, guys?
I look at Carl. See, it's perfectly fine. No one got really high.
I mean,
Yeah, I feel good.
let's be fair. It always smells really good, but that doesn't mean it's good.
I'll hold up a little spoonful to him and be like, you want some? Come on.
I'll sprinkle a little bit of catnip on top of it.
He just like his eyes go from like normal to just death glare for a moment. It's like, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, more for me, and then I just in my mouth. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah. And he just takes like a dried like little bar of dehydrated meat, grains, and like fruits. Just kind
Good old hardtack.
of saving the potted stuff for tonight. Can't wait to have the potted salmon. It'll be delicious. Actually, so what is the plan? Or how are we supposed to get in touch with Isos?
Yeah, he always just kind of shows up.
Yeah.
I think Marb had a way of getting a hold of him, or kind of letting him know that they need to talk, but I don't think we've ever actually contacted him. I was looking for him most of the day yesterday. I didn't even see him till the end of the day.
He's a professional at that, from what I've, now learned firsthand.
I mean, this may sound dumb, but I imagine he might have somebody watching us. If we were just kind of like go outside and like say his name or something, he might show up, which would be stupid, but it's just a thought, I mean,
This is the battle for Green Hill, so I could almost assume that we have prying eyes and ears all over the town, if not here right now. Not to cause any alarm.
Speaking of that, were we going to have Rock send Pebble in to investigate, and did you guys want me to do something similar with another animal?
Sure.
I mean, we have to go find an animal because we're not doing
Oh, this guy? No.
Barchester.
No, no.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, because they want Essos Adam, I'm gonna shimmy on up to the roof and see if I can see any of his rooftop compatriots, or maybe even him.
Sure. Go ahead and give me that perception check. Um, excuse me.
Nice.
You, yeah, Dregnar, I'll say, like, not even on the rooftop. You're scanning the rooftops, you don't see anything. And then you just kind of look down, and there's uh, not even trying to hide it. He's just walking towards where you guys are. He looks up,
Essos?
sees you on the roof. Yes,
My computer just freaked out.
got you. So it's still 22 total. Natural
Yeah.
16. Yeah, he just.
So I'll give a whistle and climb back down.
A few moments later, you guys hear. Good morning. Can I enter?
Oh, yeah. Go and get the door. Hey, bud.
Menagerie? Hey.
Morning.
So, let's just say Jessica's message is spreading.
Nice.
Seems there were people crying through the night.
Less nice, but still touching.
Oh, not boo-hoo. Um, delivering her message. Like a town
Oh,
crier.
okay, got
You
it.
cry.
Why
Yeah.
did you just say like yelling or something? Yeah. No, whatever.
Because they were not yelling, it was the night they were being respectful. I don't, I'm sorry. It's, I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, our
Or was that it? That was it. Okay.
messages have been, well, we've also leaked messages that there's going to be a, a black market sales of some hot goods, and we're planning to stage the attack slash burning of it. That's what you wanted, yes?
I don't need any goods. Do you
No,
guys
He's
no.
need any
talking
goods?
about Zarya stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes. The distraction will be, well, the distraction is set. The he he looks at his wrist for some reason to settle time. He should be soon.
For his arcane timepiece.
Yes, right. He says, have you are you prepared to head out? Is there any else that needs to be done?
Yeah, I think Dregnar here needs a vessel is not the right word. I guess something to go in as, right?
Well, you're talking about going to the auction, right?
Mm, yes.
So what we'll do is, if I happen to find, maybe I don't know if there's a medieval pet shop, but I'm assuming there's something, for casters or whatever.
Mm.
But I look at Sage and like, you ready to go spend some money at an auction?
I'm kind of cautious about spending any more money.
I was being hypothetical.
Sorry, hypotheticals are lost on me.
I mean, actually, do we want him to just buy everything and become a target? Is that the plan rather than burning?
I was just saying we show up to the auction and kind of mingle around in case her or some of her agents show up. We can take care of it.
Very well.
That's my idea. That doesn't mean that's what we have to do. We can totally go with checking out the place, using the animals as well. It doesn't matter to me.
Why not both?
I mean,
Isn't that the point? We were gonna like pull her attention away and sneak in back door while she's distracted.
Oh, you mean go in without the animals type thing? Because
No.
whenever when I go into the animal form, I have no control over my body, so I'm a target.
I mean, we
You
need to find the way
transferred.
in first, right? Which is kind of the point of
Yeah.
I mean,
scouting.
we're
We
fairly certain, isn't it, that the entrance point is those crates, or have I been misunderstanding?
That's the information we have so far. So we could go kind of check out that area and see if some of them or all of them or she leaves or whatever, and then we can use that as our. Once they get out of the area, we can try to go in.
Sounds good.
Very well. So should I arrange excess funds to ensure that we win the bids then?
I don't know. Do we need the stuff? Let people buy it if they want. I don't care.
But we want one person to be a target, no? If that's the
Well, I
easiest
was
way.
thinking the auction itself would be a target. If you sent information out, I'm pretty sure she's received it. So she may just attack the auction itself instead of just attacking one individual after the purchase.
That or she'll just have a bunch of her, we'll see. I have a feeling that there will be other tactics at play, but
Yeah, it sounds like her style would be just to steal shit back, right? I mean, like, okay, let some other dupe, rube, pay for it, and then just like, all right, mine again now.
we'll
Or if
see.
you want, the exchange of coin doesn't have to occur in front of people. You could always have a few of your agents just always be the highest bid.
Well,
It
there,
could also be the highest bid without paying coin. People know that I have it and I'm good for it, even regardless of the coin being exchanged.
but y-
That's what he said like 5 minutes ago, I think.
Hmm.
I
My
just don't
ears
want
are not working as good today. I'm sorry.
I just don't want to split us up. I want us to all go in one location in case something does turn sideways.
mm. Well, we will do our best to put eyes on you as a group and on the auction. My men, I believe Zari will not send any of her regular men to this, as we recognize each other's faces. So
So she'll send agents or proxies.
I would imagine so.
Even for
Just like
this,
I
she's
will.
the trophy hunter, right? Like, these are her trophies. I thought this would be like the one thing that might pull her personally out in the open, right? Maybe I
Um,
misread the title.
no, I believe she has enough reach and enough clout, not just in this city, but in others as well, where yes, this is a annoyance and probably something that has caused her to, let's say, throw something across the room in anger. But it is just the tip of the iceberg of her wealth.
Honestly, only sweetening the pot for me. If that's the case, then for me, it would be better to deal with her here and now.
Going
My
back to what?
allegiance,
Sorry, go ahead.
my allegiances aren't only to Greenhill, obviously.
Well, we're lucky to have at least your allegiance, partially.
But going back to what ISO says, if she's using proxies or other agents, then they wouldn't leave the compound and we'd be walking into potentially a fully guarded compound.
Well, not fully, right? Because she'd send her proxies.
But if our proxies are like, say, merchants, not the actual guys that are in there, like people that we, outsiders, like you said, people that they wouldn't recognize, just a potential.
So I have a weird idea, as I'm wont to do. So Zarya wouldn't care if anybody else got her stuff because she'd just get it back, right? Is that Isos? Does that sound about right? That's why she wouldn't come
That's
herself.
what I believe. I believe this is, yes, I believe we've
What
this
if
action hasn't angered her, but
what if
that's it.
there was a risk of her not getting it back?
The burning or what
Burning
way?
would be one way, but like if we maybe our a buyer that we stage, whether it's one of us or some other person or one of your people, is like we just say, oh yeah, no, I'd love to buy these things because then I'm just gonna burn them here and now and like actually maybe start destroying some of the things. That might draw her out personally. I don't know. I think we've got the opportunity to get her personally out of her comfort zone, and we should maybe think about ways of doing that. Do you think that would do the
Does
trick?
I honestly couldn't. I know of dealings with her for the past 5 years or so, but only as, Harley's second. She, let's put it this way. She's terrifying. She has a lot of authority and a lot of charisma. She can get people to do what they want. She probably, I wish I knew. I don't know her well enough to say that she would emerge,
Does Harley know her well enough to say?
possibly.
How's old
I
Harley
mean,
doing? Actually, out of character, I think
he's,
we like left him with Isos, right?
you left him with,
Or with what's her name, and then
Mina,
yeah,
and
Nina.
then
Yeah.
when
With
they
Pillow
collected Mina,
Lady.
yeah, they got her. He is not himself still.
Huh. So maybe not a whole lot of help
He's
for us then.
he's not a whole lot
Last
of
time
help.
we left him, if I remember correctly, we settled on we tried a lot to break like the mind thing that they have on him, and
Right.
he's pretty much unbreakable, and that's where we
Mm.
left it. So we kind of tied him up and left him in care of friends.
I mean, tied him up,
Well,
stuffed his ears with a bunch of shit,
I was
Yeah.
about.
blindfolded him, like tormented him.
It didn't help that when we collected him, he was suffering from a fever, some sort of infection that from the ears that's meant to spread, but he's okay.
Oh, yeah. That was Marp's fault. Totally Marp's fault.
Well, Esos, going back to what we were talking about, what if you spread a rumor? Well, you could say the auction is canceled because you had a buyer come in who decided they wanted to buy the entire lot and made you an offer you could not refuse. And that person happens to be described as a very large elephant or Luxodon.
With a golden stained hat.
Sounds like sounds like a guy who had a lot of money to be able to do something like that, especially since he's been throwing coin around like it's nobody's business.
I'm gonna sigh audibly.
Now look at Sedge. Do you mind being a target?
I'm always a target, so this doesn't change too much to me. So sure.
And then that way we ensure they come after Sedge and we're around Sedge, so in turn, all of us at one time.
I'll be ready with my own protection spells and whatnot. I'll have my
But
own protection, I
that
think.
doesn't really let us know when, though, right? Like the auction is good because we know when that they're gonna do things.
Just setting a true. There's nothing wrong with setting the bait and waiting. It's just we need to make sure that the trap is.
Always ready to
Mm,
go.
yes. I mean, we can arrange some the it's good that you've actually made yourself kind of known. The difficulty is to say leak perhaps where you would be found. Perhaps you need to be out on the town making some noise, not in the nothing too crazy, but so her men can follow you into a
You should
location.
go crying through the town.
Oh,
Or just go spend some coin.
Would Sej being alone be too obvious of bait?
oh,
We
he
have a
can be
couple of
accompanied.
guards,
Yeah, of course. You would have. I think you want to
just a
make it look.
handful.
Yeah, you would want to make it look realistic. Someone that has wealth would probably have an entourage of sorts. However, we must
My
remember.
friend.
And something else we could do is because the crates are marked, we could always empty the crates out and have them move through the street empty. So they would think that they're being transferred to another location. If we want to keep it. I don't know if we want to keep the stuff or not. I personally don't, but I don't know about anybody else. I know Rock likes his manticore skin.
He is quite fond of that thing.
To be blunt, a lot of the items we've collected can be used for enchantments of sorts. So I've been told by some of our spiralings that understand the ways of the arcane and magics.
Essos, to be blunt, we're terrible at plans. We're good at coming up with a bunch of random crap, but you know this town the best. You know her crew better than any of us. What would you suggest, even if it's not something that we've said here?
You see that Isos takes a long, deep breath, looks at every single one of you, making sure to get eye contact.
I'm a bit curious what Rock's doing at this point, since I'm sure the drugs are starting to take effect.
Oh,
Yeah, are they?
Yeah, at this point.
I'm chewing on catnip leaf.
So I have the manticore cape thing cloak wrapped around me, and I walk up to Isos and I touch Isos's face, and I say, "Oh, caramel! Do you hear that? Can anyone else hear that?" And I just wander to a different part of the room.
You'll hear Dragon's breath. Damn it!
Has he been experimenting with something? And
I think
I've heard of wizards, attempting to heighten their capacities with substances. This is an example of this.
Yep.
This is an accidental imbibement, but yeah, sure.
Did I hear him say that?
With your passive perception, probably.
Yeah, he's. I think
God.
I think all of you are fairly decent with passive perceptions to be. Yeah, 15. Yeah, you hear it. Yeah.
Well, so I hear that, and I think, I'm a wizard, and I know what I can enhance my senses with. And because he said that, I'm going to eat one of those blue mushrooms you gave me.
Oh, gosh.
The ones from
forever
put it
ago?
in your pipe and smoke it?
Yeah, put your pipe and smoke it.
That's right.
What were the notes on that, if any? I'm just trying to remember.
I think that was an offhanded remark that I made, and now it's the shop name.
Yes.
It's a good
It
name.
is. Just curious if there was any notes.
Yeah, hold on a second. It might take me a bit to find.
Yep. Sure, we'll get right back to you as you're doing that.
Which, by the way, that now confirms that there's definitely a place to buy a pipe in fucking Greenhill.
Yes,
it's true.
And we know where it is.
All you gave me was 3 violet mushrooms.
3 violet mushrooms. Okay.
Time to
we'll worry
roll.
about that after we're done saving the place, okay?
Cool.
I only ate one. I'm not going to tell anyone I ate it. I'm just going to discreetly eat one.
Yeah. No, I understand. No one's expecting you. They're probably just, if you're making munching sounds, it's just more of the ladle's food, so you're good. All right, Rock, I'll let you know what happens when it happens.
Okay.
You thought the red mist was bad. Whoa.
So, honestly, there is value in understanding what is inside of that tower or the area around. So, a long enough distraction is ideal.
But is this enough of one? Like just this auction idea?
That's my concern. Again, this is an attempt to at least see what her response would be. Because frankly, we don't know. There is wealth and value in what you have uncovered and what we have taken. But what good is wealth and value if it is only possibly a fraction of what she has amassed? Because she is Zarya, and she is and has her claws from Whitlaw to Ostran to perhaps even the Pride's Lands. He owns many cities without people knowing it. There's a reason why she came here and was able to, well, essentially take over. Trust me. Speaking up to her is,
Who was the reason why she was able to take over again? Did you say a name?
oh, she came and eventually struck a deal with Harley.
It was Harley himself? Hmm.
Harley
So he
was the
sold his
underground
people
leader.
out.
No, he, how to put it, he saw an opportunity, didn't realize what he was getting into.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong, she brought incredible wealth and influence. There had been things in Greenhill in the past 5 years that probably would have never been here, or at least may have taken 100+ years. She's got pull, she's got leverage, she's got friends. And if they're not friends because they love her, they're friends because they fear her. And as I said, and you'll see he kind of turns his and shows the scar. Not someone to take lightly.
I mean, how strong can she be? We've killed necromancers and hags, and all sorts of stuff. Like, surely we can
Getting
take her.
to her
It
is
doesn't
the
have to be just her. It sounds like she has, like, quite the backing. And it doesn't seem like it's just her.
tell
It's
me.
like she's got the reins on multiple townships, including this one.
It,
But if that's the case, it can't be just her. Maybe
the thing.
she's handling it for somebody else. Maybe there's larger powers at play, which more than certainly there is, in my opinion. But there's
Listen,
only one way to find out, and why not ask the horse herself?
you asked me what I would do. Sorry, it was a long roundabout, but it gave me time to think. I say we go with the auction without diluting any information. At least it's already out there. There's a place, there's a time. My people will be there. You can be at the auction or you can check out the tower. I and we will just stay in communication.
I want to know what's in that tower.
I'm good with the tower.
What do you think, Al?
It's a dangerous one. Definitely don't want to split apart, if possible. Personally, I'm more curious about the tower as well, but
To the tower we go.
I don't think we're going right now. The auction's not for a little while.
Oh.
We can start setting up.
Good. Okay, we have a direction at least. Listen, I will make sure with your permission, since we are allies. You will be trailed and watched by a team, so that way they're able to report back and still keep eyes quickly. Is this okay?
Yeah, is there any way for us to signal them that we're in trouble, like discreetly?
And I'm gonna
Tell
be
me.
handling the auction side of things, right? Myself.
That is on you if you wish to be the mark or if we wish just to see how it plays.
I'm more than comfortable being that. I do, however, would like one more to be somewhat of like a somebody to be with me, next to me, sitting next to me in the auction.
Oh,
Just somebody just for protection.
if we will make it look as realistic as possible. So if you are going to be the bearer of coins, obviously you will have some sort of protection.
Well, I had an idea. Al, what are you doing while all this takes place, while this auction goes on? Do you have any sort of plan already set in motion?
Nothing set in motion. I can of course do whatever I'd like, be whoever I like.
Have
Nothing
you ever
sprung
been
to
a
mind.
Loxodon?
I'd be did you say you're short for Alexodon?
So pretty tall, though, I
Hmm,
think.
pretty tall comparatively to you, but
Also, that
yes.
trunk might be a bit of a hard thing to do.
Because I think I think even I have my limitations.
Well, don't push yourself. I wouldn't want you to do that.
Just as
It
far as just as far as height goes, at least.
I
Well, I
see.
don't know how many people know about Lexodons, though.
Not many. That's why I figured it would have been a good idea, because nobody would know none the wiser.
okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like we're splitting the party up because I thought we were going to go into the tower whenever the auction's going on.
Sage.
Hmm. I think I'm the only one currently going to the auction, and I'm comfortable with that. You guys, as long as I handle the auction and draw them out, then you guys should be safe. So we each have our parts to play.
I don't think it has to be you that draws them out, though. We can just have anybody do it, right? One of
But
Isos's men.
it would be better for me to go along with you. That's for sure.
So let's do that.
I would say
Sure.
announce it that he say have one of Esau's men announce that they're a proxy for you,
Yeah, that's good.
and
Hmm.
then that way they if for something happens in the tower, they at least have a target or for you for any of the items that your proxy air quotes buys.
Such a smart dwarf. Isos, are there any friendly Loxodons or anybody that you would have close contact with, maybe?
I mean, yes, we, of course, I have many that I trust, but not necessarily of your lineage, more of mm, the folk we have here.
Kind of like a drill drone.
I mean, there was a unique circumstance that our previous premier, the mayor, was
All
a
right.
Luxodon, but may he rest. I will say, like, sure, we can. I mean, let's put it
Guard
this
him
way.
in gold, and depending on how. He doesn't have to be of my ilk, he doesn't have to be of
No, but
my
he needs.
homeland, but he would need some kind of recompense, that's for sure.
Do you have any, I don't know, symbol or something that might be associated with you?
I'm shuffling through my things.
Well said, Shuffles. I walk up to Dregnar.
Okay.
When I touch his face, and I'm like, so bitter. And then I make a mage hand in front of Dragnar's face, and I'm like, it's bigger than normal. I think it's bigger than normal. I think I'm getting better. What's that sound? Do you? I gotta find that sound. Let me just walk off again.
Hey, Rock, the floor's lava.
Don't do that, Drignar. Get.
I misty step onto a couch or chair or something. And yes, I will
Very
use
well.
the spell save.
Yeah, absolutely. You apparate quickly. Let's see if it can support the sudden shift in your weight. It doesn't count. It fell on the floor. Oh no, you're fine. The table that you kind of bamf on, it's a little work table. Kind of shifts.
Creaks
You
a
hear
bit.
the wood kind of creak a little bit. Hold your weight. The floor is lava. You believe everything he says.
I'm safe. I live here now. I
Very
just
well.
stay there, and I'm casting like mage hands and minor illusions, thinking I'm enhanced now. These are better. And I'll just practice that.
Very well. I like it. So, Sej, any? I would say we would probably have 4 individuals go as your proxy. 1 to do it, 3 to guard.
It might also
Guard
not.
We'll
them
make sure they
in
draw 10. Perhaps.
gold and I'm gonna give them a medallion that has the sun emblazoned on it. It's not really of any worth.
Very well. This at least is a symbol that can be tied to you, yes?
Yeah, it's of my homeland. It's not really of my like specific people, but it's just a keepsake that holds no power.
No, very well. We will make sure that it is understood to be of you, just in case.
I'm going to look at Davis and like, we going in blazing, or you want us to do a little recon first?
Long, hard stare. I mean, I don't want to necessarily go in blazing, but. Yeah, I don't actually. I'm sorry, I don't actually know.
Because if we're going to go do a little recon, I'm going to need Esos to, lead me in a direction to where I can get a small animal, such as like a lizard or a snake or something like that, so I can do my attunement to it and send it in to kind of check everything out. It only lasts for an hour, but we could do it relatively close there, so we don't have the distance between us and there.
Mm.
Of course, Rock can do his pebble thing too. So
I'm assuming he's okay.
Rock's fine. Rock, the table's fire.
Please, oh man.
For fuck's sakes. I misty step to the next object.
Change my beard again, mother effer.
Your beard still looks amazing, right? Like it's still rainbow beard.
Yeah,
right?
it hasn't changed. Like you have to use the comb to change what happened.
Or some other
So
means.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, or some other means, but very well. Alright, Rock, mark off another spell slot if you misty stepped, and then sure, you bamf. Let's see.
Dragnar, we need him, and it's like he can only do so much per day, and now he's not able to do those things. Like,
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, sorry.
I mean, you can only do your silent stuff a little bit, a couple things. Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah, but I take a little rest, I get that back. I thought he was the same way.
he's not. You know that he's not. Come on.
Okay, sorry. Hey, Rock, there's a fly on your head. You should knock it off with Mage Hand.
Is that what that sound is? Start. I knew I thought I heard it.
Yeah, that's better.
Fuzzy.
That works.
I'm just gonna swat around with my hands and mage hand. We're just. Does anyone else think my mage hand's really big?
Sure. It's
Uh,
the biggest.
Massive.
There we go.
I kind of look around
Congratulations.
like, oh, I'm not commenting on how big your Mage Hand is.
It's not size that matters, right?
It's definitely bigger. I think I'm getting better.
Oh, I know that. I'm the shortest one here. I think I'm the bestest, right?
bestest. Bestest. You're the bestest.
There you go. The more sisters at the end, the better it is.
The bester it is.
Oh,
I'm the more
best
bestest. More bestest.
I'm just repeating the
Isis, I'm sorry. They've got a
myself.
thing, and Brock
No,
is
no.
not in his right.
I
He'll be fine. Dregner is just taking the opportunity. I'm sure you get it.
I've seen this plenty of times.
And I look at
Different
Esos and I
sources.
just point at my beard and I point at Rock.
The beard's awesome, man.
I mean, I kind of like it. I kind of see, but I get it. It goes against who you are. I get that.
Yeah, it's a little
I
harder
get
to hide
that.
in the shadows when you got a bright beard like that. Huh?
I mean, actually, whoever did that, that is very good dye work. Seems to like actually have like permanently set. It doesn't look like it's caked in or
No, it's not gonna wash out either.
greasy. It's press.
Oh yeah, it's the best dye job ever.
quality, real quality.
He really is that upset. Huh, okay. I will drop the
No,
subject.
no, it's not a goddamn dye job.
Anywho,
As our friend Mard would say, spooky magic.
that is what Harmon would
Oh,
say.
really? I will never understand that when you have the ability to change things about our existence and reality that you choose to do a beard. Anyways, very well. So, we will take this medallion. We will get some sort of gold fabrics. Um, they shall hail. What is information? You are says and you hail from the lands to the east, and
Namely Ushapti.
Ushapti is a large continent. Very well. It's
Oh,
discreet enough. I like it. Sej of
out of
Ushapti.
character, what was the town then? I thought the town was Ushapti.
You sent me the name of it in your write-up. I have
I
to look it up.
think I did, but I can't remember. For some reason, I thought it was Ushapti. I'll
No.
look it up. Please go on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up in my notes right now.
Okie dokie. Very well.
It ain't a
So,
good long-running D&D campaign if you don't forget half the shit you wrote for your backstory.
Yep.
Honestly,
Okay. So we shall see. Um, we shall start the auction.
So yeah, when's the auction?
If you
Like midday sometime, early afternoon. What are we looking at?
midday. Well, honestly, people will start gathering probably late afternoon.
And if
It'll
we're trying to sell the idea that it's our friend Sej buying all these things via proxy, it might not be a bad idea to have someone watching this location, because she may send people to look for where she thinks he is.
understood.
And I believe there might be people, still using this facility, even though we've been kind of taking up residence here. And I wouldn't want our friend
been
here,
very
and then I'll
kind.
pet Barchester. We wouldn't want our friend here to be in any danger.
You just see Barkchester is not this entire time he has not been like amongst the group. As you kind of look for him, Davis, and kind of walk over and pet him, he is just laying on his back, big ears flooped back,
So would I do
just
like animal
staring at the
handling or
ceiling.
insight to try and like figure out what's going on with him?
Animal handling.
Animal handling, okay. Ooh, natural 20, 25.
You know exactly
Yeah, I'd be
what's
like,
happening to
oh,
him.
buddy.
There's like
Yeah.
just drool, like his jowls are just like there's puddles of drool. His ears are soaking wet. His neck is wet from all the drool.
Oh,
Could
okay.
somebody please get him some water?
Yeah, we'll make sure his bowl's got some water in it, but yeah, I guess at least he's having a good time. But yeah, I don't think he took the breakfast all that well, guys.
I'm not sure he looks like he's having such a good time, but yeah.
Does he look like he's having a good time?
With the natural 20, the 25 total, it's odd. You're reading it, and he's not in pain. He's not like
Maybe he's not like
twitching
anxious.
or no, he's just off in some magical journey somewhere.
Yeah, this is a new experience for him, but looks like he's okay. He'll be okay.
Well, I
He's
hope
not
he has a
confused.
pleasant time at least.
I'll just rub his
I
belly and
rolled.
be like, "You got it, bud."
All right. Let's go ahead and do
Turns
first
out I
round.
left it. Turns out I left it nameless. So
Got you. All right, Rock. Go ahead and wisdom save disadvantage, which I know you can easily get around if you actually felt like it.
Right?
But okay,
Oh, poor
Barky is
Barchester.
on a journey. Shit, I can't. That's a 4. You forgot to change it down.
That's a natural one.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You lose 2 death saves.
Question.
No.
He found a mushroom earlier, right?
I fall into the lava.
You don't know this,
Ah!
but yes, he has.
No, but
He
he knows that.
ingested one of his violet mushrooms.
Mushroom is
Yes.
working its way.
Okay. Just
Making
keeping
a way.
tabs on that.
Don't worry,
Oh,
I got it. I got it.
And out of character, do we know? Did actually in character? But so hey, where's this auction taking place?
Mm. It'll have to be on this side of town, as it is where we at least have some influence and ability to watch. So, um, just to keep it a little bit of distance away from, well, where Jessica seems to have built too much of a following, we've moved it and off by the pier where we launch off, just to be able to justify leave. But as you know, no one can leave. Just where we typically would gather for such a thing.
You cut out for me after justify, and then I heard the very very tail end. But you said so we
Um,
can justify.
so where, well, that's where they would normally like have like fish auctions or auctions over by the piers, on the river, just so that they would be able to justify people buying stuff, loading them up on a riverboat and leaving.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but no one's leaving right now. So, or people have been able to sneak out a little bit more now since there's some chaos up north and some disorganization, but for the most part, still fairly locked down.
So the ogres and stuff still seem to be kind of falling in line with the rest of the bad peoples.
I mean, yes, there's patrols. They've been
Okay.
heading further into. No, they've been more aggressively patrolling, and even now there are some of the giants.
they're not smart creatures. They're easily persuaded.
Mm,
So I doubt they'll be. I doubt that they'll be handled until the whole thing is handled.
I will say though, some of their numbers are more tied up dealing with the red and keeping it at bay. They seem to enjoy that type of work.
Small boon for
So
us. Okay,
small boon.
and now out of character, do we know how far that is from the tower that we're looking for?
You know what? I don't know. So go ahead and somebody roll me a D. Just do me roll D20. Higher is better.
Damn it.
Pretty far away.
So more into the east side then.
Uh, yeah. So where the river cuts, like bisects, kind of, it would be more centralized, as that's where it would be easiest to get the largest gatherings. Actually, kind of bordering on where the no-go zone is, where the Adventurers League was destroyed and all that.
Okay.
So if you would have taken like a journey, a little bit of ways away, you would have eventually hit where the river slide proper cuts through. So unfortunately, it is It was the easiest place to, well,
Fair
make it
enough.
believable.
I'll say this, Isos, if you, at any point today, hear a loud horn just in your head, we're in deep shit. And you might want to send everything you got. Just saying.
Understood.
Then I'll look at
Understood.
Al, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give Davis a nod, and then I was gonna say keep an eye on Isos, but I can imagine him pretty well, pretty easy.
Okay. Very well. Crass Menagerie? I have an auction to oversee. Sej?
Please be safe.
Same. Sej, you will be the pseudo proprietor and owner of many, 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 many.
Now, those
things.
that serve as my proxy, I would love for their protection to be assured, and I would
They're
love to
my
meet them
men.
afterwards.
You've probably met a few of them already in the past weeks, but very well. It'll be interesting. Any particular sayings or mannerisms or anything that you would advise that they adopt?
Yes, I had one just in mind. I'm glad you asked. I'm just gonna perform like an Eastern bow.
Okay. So, oh, okay. I think I can. We got this very well. Menagerie, good luck in your scouting adventure. And Dragnar, I'll have, if need be, um, I know someone that collects critters. I'll have them bring you one.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Until then, we'll stay in touch. I'll have eyes on you. And what is the signal to make sure that I need to either bring attention to you or, I guess, attempt to intervene?
Other than what I just told you?
What was it?
The horn?
Oh, okay.
I was
Actually,
gonna
no,
go
yeah, I'm
up.
actually, as a player, I'm confused. Is that what you're...
Yeah. Because, never mind. I get you.
Oh,
I
okay.
get you.
Yeah,
My brain just
that
kind
was
of.
the
Sorry,
panic button.
it's been a
Okay,
really,
that's how I was making sure. I was just
really
making
long
sure
week.
that I was clear
No,
on that
you're right.
earlier, and it just kind of
No,
like
you're
filtered over. Gotcha.
You're good. It's
Al
just
would
been a
definitely
really long week.
Al would definitely pull out the horn, shake it, and give a smile like spooky magic shit.
Mm. Um. Also, actually, Al, and I have a question for you, Al. Excuse me. Where do you keep Hans?
I'd say around my neck, but he does the cape.
Is he jealous of your little spider brooch?
He is. They're friends though. Well, I think they're friends, but Hans might be egging it on.
Al has a secret
Um,
spider familiar confirmed.
No, it's fine. I was just curious. I'm
I'd
trying to
say
remember who's
since
seen
I'm
Hans in action
uh,
by asking.
I think I don't know that Cedric Carlos have or Isos as well.
Didn't we
I
I'd
use
say
have met
all of them
Hans. I saw Hans, and I didn't really talk about it yet.
Didn't
Oh
we use him at
yeah,
the Boulder Fields or something?
for a
I don't
short time I
remember
think
where,
so.
but I remember the whole like I witnessed Hans like crawl up around your neck thing. I decided not to talk about it because there was a lot of shit happening at the same time.
A lot of other
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Um.
While I was in his true form, it's just around his neck in plain sight.
Okay. Gotcha. In the dormant state, for sure. I get it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
No,
Just curious.
it's awake and constantly flipping everyone off.
Very well.
I don't know. He just tries asserting dominance. I can't stop him. I've tried. Sorry, guys. Hans, stop!
Bad
No,
boy, bad boy.
bad hand.
Bad little baby hands. Be it. All right. Cool.
No kitty. It's a bad kitty.
Alright. And Isos makes the eastern bow and heads on out. Bruh. What are you up to?
He's up to being slow on this gift game. Oh.
I moved next to Sage, and I'm just like, assuming he lets me. I'm just like holding on to his trunk. I'm not doing anything. Just holding it, like hugging it.
Like with one hand, you're just gonna grab it. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, and I've got it like.
I'm gonna get
just
really
standing very,
close to
very
Rock.
close.
I'm gonna get really close to Rock and say, "Hey, last time you did this, you pulled my trunk pretty hard. Please don't do that."
I'll like sort of half let go, but then I'll like hold gently and make sure I'm not tugging.
I'm gonna lift my trunk up and hold his hand like I'm holding his hand with my trunk.
You understood? Yeah. A little handshake kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So Karos will say, to the tower. Yes.
Yeah, I guess
To the tower.
we'll set up nearby while these guys scout, and then if we
Just
can hit
making
it.
sure all of you except for the dog and Rock are okay. You guys all don't look like you have big pupils or anything.
I mean, the dog lives here regardless, so he's in good company.
Yeah, the dog wasn't gonna come.
No, the dog is
He's-
staying, but I'm just making sure.
I mean,
Is everyone
he's in the
okay?
menagerie as like an honorary guy, but he doesn't come with us. Come on.
To my point, is everyone else okay?
Oh,
I feel great.
yeah, he's great, I guess.
Okay.
Feeling good. Maybe not as good as he is, but feeling good.
I'm
Okay.
feeling a bit weak due to some kind of sickness that bug extermination sort of gave me, but other than that, I'm just peachy.
Very well. I suppose it's best not to be seen, so shall we, I don't know, shall we depart? Shall we go?
Yeah, man.
We know where we're going.
Yeah, you got work to do. Get out of here.
Alright, so what, you guys are heading to the tower? Are you guys doing anything before or during the trip or?
Is
Or
the
we just jump?
pipe shop on the way for
I mean, it was on this side of town. It was more. Where did you guys get it? No, it would
I
have
hate
been
to introduce too much
close.
side stuff, but
No, I mean, technically it would have been fairly close because it was when you guys were in the square,
right.
right?
Yep.
So that's not that far away. So yes. The,
I'll mention. He says, yeah, if you're looking for a pipe, there's a place over here.
what was it? It was a Minotaur and a Goblin. Yeah, that's what
Sounds
it
right.
was. Yep.
A minotaur? That sounds like fun.
So are we
Wait, is this
making
is
a
this you
side
doing?
trek?
Is this like a fanfic of Not and what's his name from fucking Jorhas? Like they finally settled down together. She left her family and
No,
yes, it is. Just
but
it's okay.
inspired by.
I gotcha.
Very well. Anything? Yes, no, maybe so.
Nope.
Going
I think
once.
I confirmed with Dragnar one last time or one time.
Okay.
It does sound like we have the he says has a critter on the way for you, but the stealth, the recon approach definitely has my vote. Marp taught me, reinforced with me that information's invaluable, and I felt like that really helped out with the whole sister thing in the past few days. So the more we don't know shit about them right now, the more we can get prior, the better.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, Rock. Are we okay? Are you gonna send Pebble in? Are you okay, Rock? You doing okay? Like the floor is
I
not
feel
lava,
great.
the table's not on fire.
Rock,
I feel great.
Rock.
Hmm.
Who's Rock?
Who's what now?
Who's Rock?
He's saying you may
I
not
don't
know
Know
who
who
you
know.
Rock
are.
is. You don't know
Oh, I
who
don't know.
Rock is.
Oh,
Like Rock's great. Who's Rock?
yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rock feels good. Who? What then?
Hey, do you trust me?
Yes?
Okay, just come with me. Actually, keep holding on to your friend here, and just come with us.
Oh, okay.
Do you have your
I'm gonna
mouse?
like
Do you have your mouse friend
two
with
hand
you?
hold on to Sedge's trunk. Like just full wrapped around it now.
I just said be gentle.
Oh, I'm not tugging. I'm just like there. Like I'm standing really close to you holding your trunk.
You know how a parent holds onto a kid's hand? I'm doing that with his hand with my trunk.
Understood.
We're walking through the crowd and yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll also be like, so do you know where your mouse friend is? Do you have a friend who's like a little mouse? Do you know where your mouse friend is?
Do I, Adam? No, I have a mouse
Is
friend.
where is was Pebble on your person or did you bamf her or was she? That
No,
actually I need
Pebble
to
would
know
have.
where she was.
She would have just been hanging out like she normally does, just in the area.
You know you have
Yeah,
a
well, she
mouse
was on
friend.
rat duty or something, wasn't she?
That was the night before.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So this
You
morning
know
I
you
did.
have you know you have a mouse friend. You remember having a mouse friend. In fact, you remember having all these people as your friends.
But Rock is a mystery.
But who's Rock?
Hey,
So
mouse friend. Mouse friend.
She just kind of
Ooh,
looks
mouse
at you.
friend.
yeah, just
And
make
then I
sure you
like
bring your mouse friend. We might.
I reach down and get her on my hand, and then I put her on Sedge's trunk, and then I hold on.
I'm actually gonna whisper to Pebble. I'll be like, try and help him out. Okay,
Okay.
let's
Yeah,
go.
I will very briefly, just for the sake of it, like a 5 sec. I always say they're quick whispers, but here, give me a second. CJ,
Hello.
you don't know who you are. The effect of the mushroom is it's so you let go of everything that you are and just experience the world as a blank slate.
As a blank slate. Okay.
So
I can.
you don't know what you know. You don't know how to do ever. You are you. You don't know who you are, and blank slate.
Okay.
But you
Perfect.
do recognize everybody. Like you're like, I know who you are. You're my friend. Cool. All right. Okay, that's quick.
Ooh.
So you guys head out. Rock holding onto Sedge, making your way at a decent pace, but trying not to draw too much attention to yourselves. If you guys, I have to know, are you guys trying to avoid crowds? Are you trying to, I don't know, um, walk as one big group? Like, how's the venture gonna be done?
We should probably not draw too much attention, and I think we all know where we're going. So yeah, I would say we should probably be marginally split up.
Karos will say, buddy system.
Yeah, that sounds good. And
Okay.
for me, I'll and then you'll see me put the cloak that I'd used earlier when we were going to the Boulder Fields, brown cloak, hood up.
Mm,
Still not that
right.
inconspicuous, big dude in armor just with a cloak on.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Very well. It looks like Rock has affixed himself to Sedge. I will go with, I suppose Dregnor.
Sure. Then the
You just want me for my catnip.
rabble rouser
And
crew is
we're
back
window
together.
shopping on the way for pipe shop, right?
Sounds
Or
good.
did we pass that?
Oh, if you guys are just leaving, you guys will pass it very soon. It's very
Okay.
close to that square where you dropped all your gold. Well, not all your gold, but a large sum of your gems, aka gold.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, well, it's close by.
That means it's gonna be expensive.
Ah, you don't know.
Besides, you have Rock with you. I'm sure he can help.
No, I got gold. Just don't want to spend it. Far away from home, I can't re-up.
My mom only gave me so much for an allowance, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go there, but you can. I mean, you are Donnie. I know you have to go there, actually.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. So, as you guys split off, making your way, there's going to be a little of a detour for No Name and Sej. Sej, as it's the first time you're approaching it, it's quite obviously the smoke shop because their sign is affixed to the side of the building, kind of like, with the horizontal beam, and then hanging is a wood carved curled pipe, and it's stained on there, and it says, "Put that in your pipe." And then on the other
Ah,
side it says, "And smoke it."
Rock, my friend, come in here real quick. Come with me. Let's not be separated.
Do you pull on me?
I'm gonna, since you're holding my trunk, I'm kind of guiding you towards it, yeah? While talking to you.
Okay. I'll follow you because you pulled on me. Also,
Can you
anybody
not
that we
hear
pass,
anymore,
I say,
or is that...
Say that
What were
one
you
more time,
saying? Sorry.
CJ. Yeah.
yeah, anybody we pass on the rock, I say hi. Or on the walk,
On the
I
Rock.
say hi.
Who's Rock?
Okay.
Okay.
Got
You're
it.
saying hi to
I'm just like, hi.
passerbys?
Yeah, every
Yeah.
passerby. I just say hi.
You get some mixed, you know, results. Some people like nod and say hello. Some people just kind of look at you a little strangely. Some of them just kind of ignore you, but there you go.
Okay, I'll follow. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as you enter, Sej, uh, a cornucopia of aromas. Uh, Surprisingly, mostly pleasant, actually. Go ahead and give me a. Actually, no, I don't even need to make you do a perception check because it's with your nose and you have a high wisdom and you get +5 because yeah. So what is your passive
It's like
sense?
20 something.
Yeah,
It's a
18,
lot.
23. 23. Yeah. While there is some very pleasant aromas, there are obviously some that, get masked and you smell them and there's some really dank stuff in here. Uh, and as you kind of enter, those little cutesy little bell on the door. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, 1 minute, welcome to put that in your pipe. And then another voice, and smoke it. You don't see the little individual, but you do see he's a minotaur. I don't remember
Large
the
and in
oldest.
charge.
Yes, let me look if I actually, let me see.
You mean you don't build out
Per-
full character sheets for every NPC here?
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, no. Let's see. Let's see if I have smoke.
I can see if I have
No.
name if you want.
Pipe. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have them, at least in the city section. I may have made them and put them somewhere else, but hey, whatever. A Minotaur, nothing like, he just seems pretty chill. His eyes are a little bit bloodshot. Just calmly sitting behind a countertop. Um, he dwarfs the countertop, and as he sits there, his arms are just or stands there. His arms are kind of just like crossed like this, resting. Welcome, friends. Is there anything in particular that you would like to look inviting with? Herbs, remedies, salves, liquids.
When he says "welcome, friends," I let go of Sedge and I run up to him and I'm like, "Oh my god, hi, friend! He's my friend too. What are you? You're very big. I'm the mouse."
I am big, and that is a very cute mouse. Hello, little friend. Hello. I am happy to be your friend. I am very happy to be all my clients' friends. So, what would be what would you be looking if there's no rush, if you wish just to peruse, my shop is available. Uh if you have any questions, I will be standing here waiting. And he just kind of stands there, just kind of
Can I
Thank you
touch your
much
face?
for your hospitality. Please
Oh.
excuse my friend here. He will.
he is
He's
on.
imbibed. He's
Understood.
imbibed, and his mind has escaped him for a little bit. But he's in a very good place right now.
That's
Excuse
good.
him if he's a little touchy.
No, I understand. Thank you for asking. I would prefer you not to touch the face, the hands, the horns. A lot of people want to touch the horns. No.
I just stare
But I
at
am
him.
happy to be your friend.
Just lean over the counter and just stare at him.
Yes,
With the
your
widest
friend is.
pupils.
He is a. He seems good. He does not look clammy. His pupils are big.
Let me
And then the
assure you,
little.
he's a great guy.
And then Rock. I'm not gonna make a roll perception check. You see a little small pair of hands just like appear at the counter and just kind of pop up. Yeah,
Anyone else?
he's gone for a while.
Anyone else see that?
He just hops back on.
There's a tiny talking thing.
The thing is my partner and my friend.
Hi,
And
friend. These are my friends too. Can I touch your face?
if you're talking to me, again, thank you for asking. No, if you're talking to him, them, I I don't think they heard you. They run off. They're scatterbrained.
Oh, if the other one ran off, I'm chasing him. Like, hi, friend.
There
Where are
is
you going, friend? I come with you, friend.
there is
I'm
a
gonna try to quickly
counter in your way.
I'm gonna try to quickly grab his hand with my trunk before he takes off.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me blah blah blah. It'd be a grapple kind of check. So it'd be an athletics against Rock's passive dex, because Rock is kind of occupied. So go ahead and give me an athletics check, Sej.
With my passive dex, I got a +0.
You're fine. Yeah, it's 10. So you kind of grab it, and your trunk kind of slips loose of his wrist, and he just kind of gets going. And then Rock, as you're kind of trying to chase him, there's the counter space in your way. It's like you can't get to the back of the shop, and you see like beads kind of
Rock?
down, kind of moving as the little figure steps behind. My friend,
Rock, please.
friend, please do not. If you cross the counter, you will get the horns. I am sorry. Do not cross the counter.
I'm gonna just freeze.
It's okay, Rock. They're being very hospitable. We just need to
Yes, you did.
They're still our friends. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Who's Rock? You keep saying Rock.
You're Rock.
I'm not Rock. I thought we left Rock at the base. Are we not supposed to talk about Rock? Wait, am I pretending to be Rock? I don't know what to do now.
You could be whoever you want to be. And I'm hoping that'll like disable his thinking for a minute.
You know what?
I'm
Yeah,
saying-
go ahead. Yeah. So, you'll hear the Minotaur begin. Please peruse, and thank you for not forcing me to use the horns.
Now, I don't wish to browse too much. I'm not here to just peruse. I actually want to purchase uh,
Mm.
at least a pipe. But I'm looking for something gold, something sunny, something ornate.
Uh, oh, very well. Hand carved, wood, clay, cast. What are you looking for?
Hmm. Hand carved sounds great.
Very well.
If anything, that or metal. Metal is probably not very good, but at least for you.
mm,
You would know, though. You're the smoke shop.
indeed. Very well. I will. Please, one moment. He doesn't like break eye contact. He just kind of steps back, gets to the beats, turns. He's got to go kind of sideways in, so his horns don't hit the side. And he's like, you hear some muttering, and he's like, the little one approaches, comes out, and scurries, jumps back on the countertop. One moment, I will go get what you're looking. And like before they even say, and they just kind of run to one portion of the store, and
Man,
there you
he's
just hear
fast.
them rummaging. You hear like drawers opening and shutting. When Saj, because your perception is so high with your nose, as he opens some of the drawers, there's new aromas kind of like wafting out. You're smelling a whole bunch of different things. He's like, okay, that. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, okay. And they run back, and as he's running back, the larger Minotaur comes out with another like little wooden chest, and he kind of puts it down, opens it, and it is like 5 different types of pipes, all different types of woods. Fairly nice. Apologies that well, not so much gold made of, but there is some filigree on this one, inlay on this one. This one is painted to appear to be made of gold. Uh, Apologies that none of them are actually sun motif.
That matters not too much. But I like the filigree one. That's nice.
Mhm. Well, it is. Please go ahead. He kind of takes it out, hands it to you. Yeah, it's very lightweight. It's not quite the ridiculousness of like a Gandalf casted, with that giant curve. But it's somewhere. It seems like a really big in between. It's somewhere in between your classic Sherlock Holmes and your Gandalf.
Yeah.
But more on the
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes part. It's like kind of like an exaggerated Sherlock Holmes. And then typically where you would see like the little multiple pieces of wood kind of coming together, you see like uh, where it's set and kind of fused and held together. There is like a little more like a brass band kind of holding it together, and then along the top part of it, there is some nice simple filigree of like more curved line design that loops in on itself.
How much for this one, my good Minotaur?
Well, it's handcrafted. It's a unique piece. Nothing too great. Um, Frankly, I mean, if you're willing to part with it, I could probably get 15 gold.
Whew. That's quite the pipe for 15 gold.
It's quite the chest. Guaranteed for easy cleaning, but I understand. Always open to negotiations and trade.
You said you do trade, right?
Trades are always fun. Sometimes money as well. Money kind of gets boring after a while. Yeah, real
Hmm.
boring.
I agree with you there. Do you come by many gems?
I like gems.
He seems to like gems.
Gems, buttons, bottle caps, small collectibles. It's their thing.
Well, I certainly don't have the gold pieces on me, but I do have this. I'm gonna take out one of my gems worth 100 GP and try to barter with them for the pipe and 90 GP.
May I?
Effectively 10 GP, but he doesn't know that until
Yeah.
inspection, right?
May
Of
I?
course. I hand it over without even
Takes it.
thinking about it.
He just tosses it to his goblin friend. Nope. He just tosses the gem back to his Minotaur friend. Deal. Can you hear me, Sedge?
Oh yes. I
yeah.
I was just trying to think of how I would open like a bag for like a wallet to offload 90 gold. Where am I gonna put this?
Well, if you wish.
Well, maybe
No.
we're not done here. Maybe we have some more talking that we could do. Now I have a pipe. Obviously, I would need something to smoke with it, right?
He said it. He said it. I like this guy. He said it. Give him the disc. And then the little one just jumps off and kind of runs away. We also do provide store credit if you do not wish to carry around 50 gold amongst the city. We understand it is a hefty load.
I think I'll just spend it.
Sir.
I'm not sure if I'm going to stick around too long.
Very well. All right. Real
What do
quick.
you have in
I was gonna ask,
inventory
like,
that's more worthy of something more saintly, something that isn't too much, something a priest could smoke if you could envision that.
very well. All right. Let's just see. So he will present to you one that you will like a lot. It's called Morning's Glory. It's a dried, like, yellow flower. He tells you that when it's smoked, it turns red, and then it's just got a very aromatic kind of hyper, like, honeysuckle flavor. Doesn't really have much in the terms of making you lose anything or go, intoxicate you. Just a really pleasant
Yeah,
kind of
most
thing.
smokables in 5e like negatively impact your wisdom, and that's where I get everything from. So it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so
So
like in
that
this
sounds good to
case,
me.
yeah, it's just something fancy. It's more for flavor than anything. Um, he will present to you because you said smoking, right? Is what you said specifically.
Yes.
So yeah, Morning Glory equals, just good flavor. Yellow, then red, windburn. Um, the next one he will present to you is uh, Starlight Kiss. This will aid you if you are having trouble sleeping. However, I advise in small amounts, perhaps only, 5 huffs or so, because you don't want to be able to sleep through a hurricane. Uh, very fun. Hint of the cost.
I'm like stroking my proverbial trunk. Like my beard. Can I get both in somewhat sizable amount? How much are they anyways? I'm not very educated on amount and how much it would be anyways. So
So, sorry.
you're fine. You're more than
What
fine.
were you asking? Like, you just
I
want
was
like
asking.
weight wise?
Sesh was asking how much and how much should I buy, and that he's not
Oh,
very educated on how much he should buy.
gotcha.
Kind
He's
of
like,
giving Minotaur his
I'm not gonna
trust.
give you like weights in this, so I don't have to deal with it. He will show you like a
Exactly.
little pinch. Like this would be probably for one smoke. It kind of does a pinch and drops it in your hand. You smell it. It's like very lavender chamomile smell, but there is some other kind of scent mixed in. Uh, so yeah, what Danny said precisely. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so Donnie, he will present you with a kind of a smattery at this price point. Kind of, if you're looking for anything, like I will say you can kind of say it's there,
Okay.
unless if it's something extremely obnoxious or extremely potentially game breaking. So just have fun. Let your brain
I'm
roll with it.
I'm gonna buy both Morning Glory and Starlight's Kiss, and this might sound like a lot or very little, but 5 gold each, I'd say.
Okay,
I think that's a
so that's
lot.
10 gold. That is a
A
lot, but
full
hey,
pouch
like,
of each, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, so they are expensive. So like, but I would say, yeah. Well, let me actually here. Let me do a cross reference real quick, and then I can actually tell you. I think I actually have something that would give you an idea.
I'm gonna
And
roll
if
up
I
in garbage
Could be
don't,
bags
made
filled
up.
with shit.
I just like messing with round numbers, and it'll be easier to keep track of
no,
after
I
got
understand.
spent
I
all that
just want.
gold.
I should have. I should have, could have, maybe would have known, but just by the layout. But give me 1 second, and I'll
I
tell
don't
you.
think you would have known that this was gonna happen this session anyway.
Yeah, I just want to see. I might actually have an analog I can kind of go off of.
To be fair, I think Karos is the one that said catnip.
That's
True.
true, but not intended in this way. How do they spell it? Oh man,
What you looking for?
Danny,
Yo.
looking for Sood.
Oh yeah, I'll look at it. I think it's SUUD.
Yeah, there's okay. I came up. Oh wow, Sood is 80 GP per one dose. Doesn't say what it
Oh
is though.
shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, they were pretty high
yeah,
level at that point. Like they were
yeah.
rolling in some money.
So I would say so one dose. Yeah, I would put it up to like uh 5 gold for the Morning Glory will get you one dose. No, because Midnight's is more of a remedy. So Morning Glory is 2 gold a dose, and then Midnight or Starlight's Kiss is actually 5 gold a pop because it is actually a remedy to something. And you were asking for the good stuff.
So 2 gold a pop for the one, and then 5 gold a pop for the other.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to spend
you have 90 gold right now to your
10 gold for. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Morning
10 gold.
Glory is 2 gold a pop, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
buy
so
10
that's
gold worth,
5.
so I'll have 5 charges of that.
Yeah.
And then
I'll
Starlight's
almost
is
done with
5
that.
gold a pop. I'm going. That sounds
Yeah.
actually useful. So I'm going to
Yeah.
get 4 equaling 20 gold.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's 30 gold on my end.
Yep. Alrighty. And then we can conjure up some other stuff for you to buy as we see fit. And I guess what we can do now, because it's the top of the hour, we can, unless there's anything else you got, Donnie, we can go ahead and take a break. Call it 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll pick up at uh, uh, with Sej and his purchasing completed, and y'all are through way at the tower. Is that good with everybody?
You.
Mostly looking at you, Donnie, since I'm cutting you
Oh yeah, I'm
off.
definitely good. I'm
Yeah.
just adding shit to my
Okay.
inventory and making
Oh.
sure the gold reflects that too.
All right. Perfect.